Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka a day. Today's Shloka is Shloka number 42 from chapter 6. Athava yoginameva kule bhavati dhimatam etadhidhurlabhataram loke janma yadidrisham. Athava yoginameva kule bhavati dhimatam etadhi dhurlabhataram loke janma yadidrisham. Athava yoginameva kule bhavati dhimatam etadhi dhurlabhataram loke janma yadidrisham. Please recite after me. Athava yoginameva
Athava yoginameva
kule bhavati dhimatam
Kule bhavati dhimatam
etadhidurlabhataram
etadhidurlabhataram
loke janma yadidrisham.
loke janma yadidrisham.
Athava yoginameva
Yoginameva
kule bhavati dhimatam
kule bhavati dhimatam
etadhidurlabhataram
edadhi durlabhataram
loke janma yadidrisham.
loke janma yadidrisham.
Athava yoginameva
Athava yoginameva
kule bhavati dhimatam
bhavati dhimatam
etadhidhurlabhataram
etadhidurlabhataram
loke janma yadidrisham.
Loke janma yadidrisham.
Once more. Athava yoginameva
Athava yoginameva
kule bhavati dhimatam
Kule bhavati dhimatam
etadhidhurlabhataram
etadhidurlabhataram
loke janma yadidrisham.
loke janma yadidrisham.
Word for word meaning and translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Athava or yoginam of learned transcendentalists. Eva certainly
Certainly,
kule in the family bhavati
bhavati
takes birth dhimatam of those who are endowed with great wisdom.
of those who are endowed with great wisdom.
Etat this he certainly durlabhataram
Durlabhataram,
very rare loke in this world janma
Janma,
birth yat
Yat,
that which idrisham like this. Translation. Or if unsuccessful after long practice of yoga,
unsuccessful after long practice of yoga,
he takes his birth
takes birth
in a family of transcendentalists
in a family of transcendentalists
who are surely great in wisdom,
who are
surely
surely
great in
great in
wisdom.
wisdom.
certainly
Certainly,
such a birth is rare in this world.
the birth is rare in this world.
Rare in this world.
Hmm. So yesterday's shloka, we heard if you've practiced or performed some pious activities for a short period of time, what are the benefits to you? You go to the heavenly planets and then you come back and take birth. So in this particular shloka, the counterpoint, which is somebody who has practiced the spiritual path, that Kalyanakrit, auspicious activities, which is either the pursuit of self-realization or the pursuit of God realization in the form of Bhakti Yoga. The Lord is telling us what's their destination, which means you've already been a devotee in your past life. Krishna is saying, Kule bhavati dhimatam. They are born in the dhimatam. Dhi means intelligence. Dhimatam means those who are endowed with a lot of intelligence. And in this case here, the word that is used is wisdom. So Srila Prabhupada explains that this refers to very advanced devotees in the family. Kule bhavati dhimatam loke janma yadidrisham, because such an advanced devotee families are very rare. Therefore, for a child to take birth in a family that is already practicing Krishna consciousness is very, very rare. The Lord has an account of our thoughts and actions across so many lifetimes. And in accordance with the laws of karma, whatever spiritual assets have been earned by us in our previous births, they will always bear fruit. So accordingly here, the Lord is saying, those yogis who have traversed quite a distance and developed dispassion, they are not sent to the heavenly planets to enjoy themselves. They are given birth in a spiritually evolved family to facilitate the continuation of their spiritual journey. In the shloka yesterday, we read that those who practice this for a short period, just some pious activities, some virtuous activities, some karma kanda, they go to the heavenly planets. But if you've practiced devotion for a long time in a previous life but have not been successful, the Lord doesn't send you to the heavenly abode. He immediately gives you birth, but this time He makes sure you are born in a family of devotees of Krishna. And here the Lord is saying such birth, first of all, such families are rare. And then to be born in a family that is practicing Krishna consciousness is even more rare. So Krishna is saying, what good fortune you and I have had to be born in a family where we are getting to practice Krishna consciousness. Maybe some of our parents have not been Krishna conscious. But in that case, Krishna has assured that you've come in contact with other devotees so that you can pick up where you left off. If someone is born in a family where both the parents are practicing Krishna consciousness, from the time that the child is in the womb, beginning with the Garbhadan samskara, every meal that that mother takes is only prasadam. So the child is made up of prasadam. So the entire body that is growing in the womb is only made of prasadam. Can you imagine how auspicious that environment is for the soul inside the womb to practice spiritual life even before they've come out? Krishna is saying such a birth is very rare. So after describing what happens to those who practice just any pious activity, and then describing what happens to those who practice Krishna consciousness for a long time, but for whatever reason, may not have achieved that God realization. What happens to them? After talking about both these situations, the Lord is going to conclude with how such children born into such auspicious families, how they begin to practice from birth itself. And then what happens to them afterwards? After they are born into such pious families, what happens to them? That will be the next two shlokas. So the essence of today's shloka is that if you've been practicing Krishna consciousness for a long time, you can be rest assured that you will take birth in a family of Krishna conscious devotees, so that you can just continue where you left off. But understand, such a birth is very rare. Such families are rare. Such a birth is even more rare.